Hey everybody, welcome to Snagging Grass and Catching Bass. We've got a good show tonight. Let's get this show started.
Tom Troop. You're watching Snagging Grass and Catching Bass with Brian Likes to Fish.
Let's go, Tom. Thanks for sending that in. If you guys ever want to send any of those in, just send them to me on Discord or on Instagram. But if you guys want to give a shout out to Snagging Grass and Catching Bass, I love those things. We got a lot of people in chat tonight. We got a good show. We got Bryan Rozen on. He's going to talk about his phenomenal year this year. He's been having a great year. We're going to talk about some of that. But first, let's give a shout out to some people in chat. What's up? Peter86 is in chat. HD Bates, he says, what's up, guys? Good luck to y'all. Yeah. One Cool Tuna from Kentucky's in here. Davy's in here. Yeah, we had a discussion about the upcoming Star CCA tournament coming up. We're going to talk about that a little bit. That's going to be fun. Mike Brown, Spotty Stalker's in here. He says, what's up, fishing peeps? What's up? Chad Hookup Bates is in here. What's up, Chad? The Judge. What's up, Judge? Glad you're in here. Angel's in here. What's going on? What's that, snail and a fart? I don't know. Big Creeper Leonard. Let's go, Leonard. It's been way too long, man. Where you been? Let's go fishing. Norm's in here. What's up, Norm? Ken the fishing fool. What's up? He says, snag. Ken, dude. I mean, I don't want to brag or anything, but I just got hired as a fitness model. That's right. They hired me as the before picture. Oh, man. Bad one. Getting Bent Brewing's in here. What's up, Ben? How are you? Doing good this year also. Drake King Outdoors. TV Metal Art in the house. What's going on, Todd? Anthony goes outside sometimes, says Snag. What's up? Brett Wilson, the champ's in here. What's up, Spotty Bowlers? John's in here. He says, what's up? We got a lot of people. Chet's in here. Champ also. We got Salty Hookups in here. Daniel Woods in here. We got Mecca from in here. We got Forrest. And if you guys want a shout out, you got to type something in here. We got Tom Troop. I hope you saw yourself at the beginning of the show, but without avail, let's go ahead and bring in our guests with a round of applause. What's up, Brian?
What's up, guys?
Thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate it. I love having all you spotty bowlers on here to pick your brain, especially you guys that are having an incredible year. So welcome. Let me give a little introduction. This is Bryan Rozen. This is what, your third year in Spotty Bowl or is it second year?
Third year, yeah.
Third year in Spotty Bowl. So you fished every session, I guess every LA session, because we've only been going 3 years up there. Brian's having a phenomenal this year. And also, Brian, if you guys didn't know, he's prior to this year, you were known as the Side Pot King. I think I said that every week.
Yeah, I'm kind of almost giving that up because every time I go to post something, Sammy's in there or somebody else.
I know. There's a couple of you guys up there that are really good at getting those side pots up there. You, Sammy's are really good at it. You guys are battling back and forth, it seems like. And Jared, man. Talk about a side pot king, Jared, too, man. And so same with his son, Cash. You guys are monopolizing. You guys have to enter the side pots, you know what I mean, to win them. You guys are catching the fish. You're not entering them. So, Brian, just to get to know you, I usually ask my guests this simple question. And to me, it kind of gets to know a person. What is your taco shop order?
My taco shop order would be El Pastor. And
okay.
No tomatoes or anything like that. And I like this taco shop called Los Tacos. And I forget what street it's off. Maybe off the, got to go up to 78 a little bit. So it's if you get down there and check it out, it's a good shop. I went there with Andrew and Chet one time, and they were talking about the Diablo sauce, and I was saying, that stuff's pretty hot, man. You don't want it. They went ahead and said, I can handle this, and they were brought to tears. It was very entertaining for me.
Yeah,
not so much for them. It was
Runny nose, watery eyes. That's Chet, huh? Can't handle the heat, huh? Were you with Nara?
no. It was,
I bet he can handle the heat.
yeah, probably Chet, Andrew Tosh.
Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, I'm the same way, man. If I see they have some kind of special habanero sauce, because the typical red sauce or green sauce is pretty good, but you gotta try that super hot. You ever try the Sorrento peppers where they cook them in like an oil and they're salty and they're usually like next to the hot carrots at some kind of salsa bar?
That
Oh
sounds.
man, you want to talk about hot? Those things can be brutal. I've had some good experiences with those. Don't touch it and then touch your face, by the way. That's a big mistake. Chet says he's throwing the laughing emojis.
Yeah, he remembers.
So let's get started with talking about Spotty Bowl with you, Brian. So first year, how'd you do?
I did all right. I was just doing my thing and fishing the way I normally fish spotties, and only been in it fishing spotties. Well, back into it for about, I don't know, a year or so before I joined Spotty Bowl, and just trying to figure things out again. I'm kind of a largemouth bass fisherman. Fished Lake Mission Viejo for many years, and all the fish died over there. So
No way.
I'm about a mile from the lake, and it's depressing.
Was
But
it like a summer algae bloom or something that got them?
yeah, the golden algae.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens in those small ponds, man. They get that one hot, like particular summer, and they just can't keep the oxygen levels up high enough for those things. It sucks.
It does. They haven't been able to eradicate it. It's still there. It's still causing problems. That's 2014 when it happened.
Ugh.
So I picked up spotty fishing. It's super fun. They have similar patterns to largemouth, I feel,
Mm-hmm.
and they fight like a smallmouth. So they're feisty little guys. So I really enjoy fishing them.
Once you learn how to fish a spotted bay bass too, it's like an easy, you can launch from multiple bays. The gear, like you said, translates right from largemouth right to spotties, which is nice.
Yeah.
And at least in San Diego, it's pretty much free to fish our bays. But if you guys have launch points where you get your kayaks or whatever, it's a free fishing too, which is getting rarer and rarer. Although, unfortunately, it sounds like down here in San Diego, they're going to start having a parking fee, which you guys already have up there if you have a boat.
Yeah.
We're spoiled. We can go to any of our launch ramps and it's totally free. I still cannot believe that it's totally free down here. That's just
Yeah.
one thing that we don't have that I like that you guys do have up there though is they have those wash stations. Usually it's like takes quarters or a card, but that is really nice where you can flush everything out right when you get out of the water. We haven't got that down here yet, which I wish we would.
Yeah, I even bring a portable one with me. It works pretty good. One of those battery operated power washers. Got off $40. It works great.
That's a good idea. So your first year, did you make the playoffs?
First year I did. And
Okay. Oh, so right out of the gate, man, making the playoffs in the Weekend Warrior division, I'm assuming, right?
Yes. And I believe it was Larry Iscari.
Oh, geez. Yeah. It's hard to beat Larry. What do you throw out about a 76 on you or something?
No, it was 70 something, but I believe 68. And
Got
I
it.
at the beach, and he was right there. He says, "What'd you get?" And I said, "I don't know. What'd you get?" He said, "I broke."
Oh, no. That's the worst feeling.
Yeah, I believe I was seventh.
Seventh? Hey, first year in Spotty Bowl, seventh. Very respectable. Second year, did you make the playoffs?
Oh no, that year was a disaster. I couldn't figure it out, man. I was doing a lot of what I call panic fishing.
Yeah.
Not getting bit. I'm not getting bit. I'm not getting bit. So then I just start covering water and fishing fast. And it wasn't working for me. And then I had some back issues. So it was kind of a struggle, and I missed the tournament. And oh well. I just up and I went for some side pots down there at the end. I think I managed maybe 5 or 6. So I was happy.
Cool. What craft are you fishing from nowadays? And what were you fishing in the past?
It's always been my old town, PDL 120.
Okay.
Really like that boat. It's instant reverse on the pedal drive. It's a prop drive, so you may know that one. It's been very reliable for me until I started pre-fishing for Huntington.
Uh-huh.
Last or week ago Friday, I was pre-fishing Friday night and my drive locked up.
Oh
So
no.
yeah,
The night before?
yeah, not the night before, the week before.
Oh, the week before. Dang. All right. So what did you do? Emergency get out the penetrating WD-40 and start hosing it down, praying for a miracle?
I tried. It didn't work. I contacted Old Town.
Uh-huh.
I think by Tuesday or Wednesday, they told me they're sending me a brand new drive.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, super stoked. I've had that boat for 4.5 years.
No kidding.
Has a 5-year warranty.
Oh,
So
perfect. Well, that's a perfect time to go out right at the end of the warranty.
I got a brand new drive in my garage.
Uh,
Send them the old one back. So
Dude, that props out to Old Town. That's pretty cool, man. It always seems like there's always like a fine print where a warranty won't work and stuff, but man, props to them for just sending a new one. That's awesome.
yeah,
Lady says, Old Town will take care of you. Great company. That's pretty cool.
they are. The guy John over there in customer service, he's a great guy. He's super busy, but he'll take time to answer you. And I even called him because I was getting impatient.
Yeah, you're like, hey man, I got a tournament in 6 days here.
I did.
I come pick it up. What's the deal?
It's all the way on the East Coast.
Oh dang! So they overnighted it to you. That's pretty sweet.
They didn't overnight. I did with my drive. I fished with the seized up drive.
Oh no!
But I had my little Newport on the back.
Okay.
So it was like, fishing in a bass boat, kind of, but the motor's in the rear, so it's a little harder to maneuver. So
Got it.
challenge.
Yeah, getting in those docks if you don't have all your stuff going. And dude, I know exactly. If one time my trolling motor in Spotty Bowl broke during the tournament, and it would only make right-hand turns. The left was shot, and just that little problem, man. You don't like you're so used to your routines of everything. Just one little thing goes wrong, man. And you're like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. Okay, so Brian, we're in the 3rd season this year. All you guys that have been following know that Brian, up to this date, as #1 seed in the Weekend Warriors. You've been consistently throwing out mid-70s bags. What have you learned, and what can you share with these guys that I don't want to say turned it around for you, but man, going from what were you throwing before? Maybe high 60s, low 70s to now consistently breaking the spotty barrier and getting those 73s, 74-inch bags. What have you figured out, and what have you done? Spill the beans, Brian.
I'll spill a little, but I'm not going to spill it all. You know that.
Of course not.
So what I've done different this year is when I saw the night session open up, I said,
here we go.
Love fishing, because I would come home from work, jet straight over to Lake Mission Viejo and fish till 10 or 11 o'clock. And that's when I'd usually get my big largemouth. And I said, I know how to fish night. So my first session, I had won, I think, at LA Alliance Fishing Tournament before, at a week before Spotty Bowl started. And I found this pattern worked with, the incoming tide. It worked over here. Outgoing tide worked over there. And then I had my little backup spots. So what I've been doing is finding a bag filler spot. There's one spot I can go to where I know I can catch a fish or 2 or maybe 3. So I might start there, or I might have that in my back pocket, just because I know, if the tide's moving this way, I'm going to go to that spot and catch a few, just to fill my bag. Once I fill my bag, that pressure is relieved. And then I go hunting for my spots with the tide movement. That's what I've been keying on. And then I've been fishing really slow. I came down a lot. I still cover a decent amount of water, depending on, again, the tide movement and the time, if I have light daylight or if I have nighttime. And, you just have your other spots in reserve there for you. So I've been fishing a lot of finesse baits and light line. I'm going down to 6-pound test. The first few.
What were you fishing before 6-pound test? Just curious.
8, 10.
Okay, so you weren't like 25-pound like I see a lot of time. So you were already pretty finessey with 8.
Yeah, because I've brought in some big fish with light line, and if I don't horse them, if I don't put my thumb on the spool, eventually I can get them, unless they're around structure. So the main thing is just turn their head first.
Yeah.
Get them out, and then hopefully they don't dive in the grass. And then when they do, you just open up your spool and pray that they swim out.
Dig out of there.
Yeah.
So I think that's excellent advice. Knowing your tides, is that one of the things you look at before you choose your session? Like in Spotty Bowl, we got to choose to do Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Do you look at the tides and then choose your session, or just go whenever you are available?
I normally look at the tides and try to pick the best tides.
Yeah.
But I really do like the night session. But I've had 2 really good day sessions, and one of them was in the pouring down rain and windstorm.
Oh my God. I think I remember that session. Was it also Huntington? No,
Newport.
Yeah. I don't care what the fishing conditions are for Newport. I love me some Newport. It could be raining. I fished there once, an SBS tournament during a tsunami. They had a helicopter flying around telling people to get off the water, and all us anglers just ignored it. And it was such a strange event that the water rushed in and all the mooring boats turned around, and then 5 minutes later it rushed out and they all turned back the other way. It was one big, huge 5-10 minute tide swing. I think some of these guys in chat probably fished that too, but that tsunami was pretty fun.
I remember that. I didn't fish that day, but some of my buddies did.
Yeah. Okay, one more question so we can get on with some of these. I know these guys are here for some results. What setup are you fishing? What baits? What's your confidence baits this year? What setup are you fishing? Give us some general idea what you're using this year.
General idea would be small creature baits, even on the Ned word.
The what?
That booty spins, or homemade little tail spins that I pretty much make out of a swim bait, like the HD bait. To cut off the tail, throw it in there, throw a little spinner in there.
Yeah, tail spin.
And then, of course, the slow pitch jigs.
Oh yeah.
The Reaper and the Sumo are my favorite.
Yeah.
Been fishing a lot of that 10 gram.
Yeah, it's, to me, 15 is my go-to because I fish probably faster. Because I just fish pylon to pylon and I'm fishing fast, and I get that 15 gram down quick and up quick, so I can go to the next and go to the next and go. The 10 though, if it's 8 feet, 12 feet of water, maybe even less than that, I feel like that's a good presentation. 10 feet or less, the 10 gram.
I agree. Yeah.
And if you're tossing it not on the pylons and you're tossing it deep in there where it's back to the back of the boats, or the back of the slips, 10 gram back there too.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
Are you fishing your 10 gram from a spinning reel, or are you doing the bait casters?
I fish it on a Corrado BFS with actually a Corrado BFS rod as well.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So you're also the bait caster, and is that because you like to thumb down and turn their head and wind it in?
Absolutely. And mine's the left-handed reel, so I can, like you, so I can engage that reel without switching hands.
I just had this conversation with Dave earlier. He was ragging on me about fishing lefty, and I'm like, dude, why do I want to switch my hand every minute? I get into this argument with him every once in a while. A few people said they fished that tsunami. Yeah, you were probably out there with me, Tom, on that same tournament. Jared said I fished that. If you were in a kayak that day, that day would have been crazy because it's such a rush of water. Brian, let's go ahead and get through our weekly news we got going on here today. Let's see what we got going on.
Hey guys, Chad here with Hooga Baits. You know, when I'm slaving away here, making the best baits in the world for you guys to slay with, you know I'm watching Snagging Grass and Catching Bass with my good buddy and spotty slayer, Brian Likes to Fish. You!
Thanks, Chad. All right, man, here we go. See what you started. Here comes the left-handed, right-handed battle in chat. I can already see it building up. If you guys are lefties or righties, just type in chat what you are. Let's do a quick poll in chat to see how many righties and how many correct ways there are to fish. All right, weekly news. If you guys go ahead.
I'm sorry. When you first start using the opposite reel, if you're used to one-sided, it's kind of like going out with your buddy's girlfriend. Weird.
Yeah. If I pick up a right-handed reel, it looks like my first day of ever been holding a rod. I need to, just in case this ever happens where I have to use one, I need to practice. I think what was me, like my first, like, I don't know, 5 years of fishing, I fished a spinning reel, and traditionally everybody fishes that lefty, right? So I got used to fishing the spinning reels, and then all of a sudden I hit the big leagues. I'm like, I'm gonna try a bait caster. I think I can try it. And then I instantly picked it up, and I was like, wait, I can't reel with it. The spinning reel, I think, ruined me for the bait casters.
Maybe.
Thank goodness most manufacturers are now making lefties. And these guys like Corey, dude, who can fish lefty and righty, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Maybe I need to try to start doing some of that too.
Yeah.
All right. Weekly news. If you guys have any tournaments coming up or anything you'd like to share in the news or events or trash cleanups, whatever you got, send it to me and I'll try to get you on weekly news so we can give you a shout out and maybe make your event a little bit bigger. First up, it's here, Brian, the last round. Oh, I'm in my garage. My garage door just opened. It's our last round. This is the round May 30th through the 1st. You get to choose your own bay, Brian. So, Unfortunately, Judge put it on the exact same weekend, LA and San Diego. So guess what? This guy right here who fishes 3 divisions has got to fish 3 days in a row. Thanks, Judge. Oh, that's going to be a brutal one. I've only done that once in my life, and it was brutal. Did it just get really light in here? Can you guys see a bunch of light? Somebody just opened my other garage door over here. So now I got a view outside. I should show it.
Oh, that's funny.
So declare your day and you pick your bay right in there, what bay you're going to fish and what day you're going to fish and what sessions you're going to fish. Do you have an idea what bay you're going to fish, Brian? What day? I mean, did I say day? What bay?
It'll definitely be Newport.
I have a feeling a lot of you guys up there. I don't know how I'm looking at this. I think I'm pretty, if I can get a decent bag, I'm pretty safe in the playoffs. And I think maybe I might get wild and do Marina Del Rey because that's first round of playoffs. So for like a pre-fish, because I can't get back up there again. So I don't know. Newport's where my heart is.
Right.
And even Alamitos, because we've had so many sessions up there grinding away and we all know those places. But man, I don't know. Marina Del Rey, man. The judge says MDR. I don't know. San Diego, probably for me, Mission Bay. That's my, there goes my garage door. Sorry, guys. That's probably what I'm going for. But I want to give a shout out to the judge, man, me and him. And I'm sorry, Corey. I couldn't find a picture of all 3 of us in there. I think that's you in the background, though. Judge, man, it's been a long season. This is the last round. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. And let's go ahead and finish out this thing strong. Everybody that's fished Spotty Bowl, don't forget, you're never out of it. Just keep fishing hard. I shouldn't say you're never out of it, but keep fishing hard to the end. You never know what's going to happen, man. Fish hard to the end. Try those side pots and try to finish strong, man.
Never know.
We got the award ceremonies coming up July 12th. So if this is your first year in Spotty Bowl, we have an award ceremony down at Fastlane Kayak Center here down here in San Diego. So that is on July. We have food. All the belts are given out. All the first place awards. All the side pots prizes are given out. So put that on your calendar, guys. That July 12th, we'd like to see everybody come down there. Even if you're not winning a prize, just come down there. We have a huge raffle. So it's a lot of fun. And then you get to meet all the other Spotty Bowlers. You going to be able to make it down there, Brian?
Oh, yeah. I'll make it down there. It was so much fun last year.
Do you guys come down here and stay the night, or do you just make the journey down and journey up?
Journey down and journey up.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
So that the Spotty Bowl champions will be awarded there. So if you're in contention for that, that's an exciting. This is like, I couldn't find a picture of last year, but I think this is 2 years ago. So there's some of our Spotty Bowl champions. You'll be given your belt. What do you say, Brian? If you're gonna get one of these this year?
Hey, I'm trying, man. I'm gonna do my best. I'm giving it all. I'm trying to just knock down one session at a time.
And for you guys that are leading Spotty Bowl and in that number one position, here's the key too, man. You guys, the number one seed guys in their divisions get a bye week, which is huge. So if you can get that bye week, you only got to fish 2 rounds to win this. So that's I guess the award for getting Angler of the Year.
That is huge.
Okay, next up, we've got a fundraiser event coming up, a fundraiser tournament for the Team California. If you can remember a while back, we had Chad on here talking about the USA Angler qualification round. They had a species challenge, and then the top guys were going to go off to fish in Florida August 9th and compete to win a chance up there to be on the U.S. Angling Kayak team. Well, they're having a fundraising tournament to help these guys get to, it's an expensive trip, taking all your junk and yourself to Florida. So we're having a fundraising event on July 13th. It's the day after the Spotty Bowl Awards. So you guys that are traveling down from LA, if you are staying the night, wake up next morning, go over to Tidelands Park in San Diego Bay, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's only $20 to enter. And includes the species tournament, which is similar to what we had with U.S. Angling. So you're fishing for qualifying species for points. It doesn't matter their size. You're just going for as many species as possible. It includes lunch. $20. That's lunch right there. And first, second, and third place trophies. The species tournament is just like the qualifier. You're going to catch it. You're going to video. You're going to release it. And he says it's a great qualifying. It's a great practice for the qualifying tournament next year. If you didn't hit this year and you want to qualify to try to get on this USA Angling team, it sounds like they're going to do it again next year. So this is a good way to practice that event. It's open to all kayaks. And the difference between this and the last one is if you have a motorized kayak for San Diego Bay, that's important. You can whistle around in that thing too. And open to paddle boards and also float tubes. If you want to register, contact Ken. I got his phone number on the screen right now, or go to sd@tournaments@gmail.com. And it's ran through the San Diego Anglers Club and also sponsored by Hookup Baits. So I don't know, pretty cool tournament. I like the idea of it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just going for like multiple species, and that sounds like a fun, chill tournament. Maybe I'll enter it for the fun of it. That sounds like a nice day. If I have enough energy after that award ceremony.
Sounds like
you can also contact Chad at Hookup Baits if you have any questions about it. He's also involved in this. But July 13th, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Next up, we got the Blue Collar Tournament. Starts May 26th. Is that this weekend? I think so. So this weekend, if you're entering that, did you enter that last year?
I did. I did all right. I ended up third, actually.
Oh, nice.
I think there was 3 of us or 4 of us tied for third. And they said I had a couple 17s, so they gave it to me.
Ooh, nice.
I would have been
a couple 17s.
Yeah, it was. I learned a lot during that tournament. I fished a lot, and mostly Newport, and that's where I found some really good spots.
Yeah, if you just spend the time on the water, and the key I bet that you figured out is figuring out where they're at and what time of the year where they're at. That's another thing. If you can find the big ones sometimes, but they're not in the same spots as January as they are in August, so they roam. If you can get all that time and that tides, everything you're doing, Brian, you're figuring it out.
Trying.
You know what? You figured out too much. Guess what? You're going to have to go to Masters next year.
I'm coming.
or consider you a master at this point when you've had like 5 70-inch rounds. So if you guys are interested in signing up with that, contact Mike over at Driftwood 760 on Discord or Driftwood Fishing at 760 on Instagram. Jared says it's super fun. Sign up, everybody. I think he's talking about both events. Okay, here we go. The big one. This starts this weekend, May 24th through August 31st. This is a CCA Star Tournament. I had Mike Brown on here. Dave Brown on here talking about this event. He's helping organize this event. Go check out Davey's World Fishing. If you have questions, maybe you can send some questions to him. Maybe, Dave, are you answering questions? If you're interested in this tournament, I put a QR code right on your screen right there. Aim your phone at your TV or hit search right there, and that'll take you right to the webpage to register, sign up. It's $40 for members, and it includes, hold on, let me get to my list here. It's qualifying fish competitions from Labor Day weekend. It's $40 to enter it for eligible species. I'm going to go through my slides here. I added a lot to this. They're weekly prizes. So here's some of your weekly. Did you enter this last year?
I did not, but I fished with Chet and Andrew a lot during the summer. They were in it. And so this year I signed up.
I am signed up officially as of today also. So they have some weekly prizes. You can look at some of these. You got a pin reel. You got some OCT jigs in there. I see a $200 gift card, some days out on the boats. So weekly prizes in here. For $40, you have a chance at winning this stuff, which is one is like a Parker boat. You got like a $6,000 fishing trip. Looks like a inflatable looking kayak thing. So, I mean, a grill. So the prizes on this are amazing, guys. And it's not that every qualifying fish you get a raffle ticket to win one of these prizes. So you don't have to win the event. You just have to try to get some qualifying species to get these raffle tickets. Here's some of the eligible fish: saltwater bass, sand bass, calico bass, spotted bay bass, lean cod, striped bass, chinook, California halibut, yellowtail, white sea bass, tuna. So there's a big variety of different types of fish. Once you've signed up, you got to pick up a measuring device. If you look on the screen, I know that's hard to see. You can go to their webpage and I'll show you. But like in San Diego, we got Dana Landing up there in Orange County. It looks like you got Fishing Syndicate and Pacific Edge Bait and Tackle. So there's a lot of places you can go get your device. Have you picked yours up?
Yes, I signed up at the show down there in Costa Mesa, and they gave it to me right there.
Oh, perfect. So you've already got yours. I'm going to go down to Dana Landing. Hopefully they'll have those there this weekend. So I'm going to go down there and pick up mine. Guess what? I don't know if this is breaking news. Where's my breaking news? Breaking news. They've put a shorts division in here for you bay anglers. So catch a sand bass and be entered to win a prize. And guess what? Any sand bass under 17 inches. So I don't know if this qualifies you for the main prizes, but it is a short division now, which is included with the $40 when you enter. That enters you in this, but you get a raffle ticket for any sand bass under 17 inches. So here we go. And we're going to be 10,000 raffle tickets for that for the bay anglers. Why can't it be Spotties?
Could have got a lot last weekend.
There you go. Well, sounds like you know where they are. So go to the webpage for more information on that. I don't even know, Dave, is that even on there? Dave says that is a separate prize division. So prizes to be determined. It says 7 prizes for the division. All right. I guess I think this is breaking news. So maybe this is going to come up on the webpage here. Taylor be drifting. What's up? We'll sign up 2 years when I'm old enough to enter. Dang. Guess what, Taylor? I think they have a youth division, and I think it's free. So you are old enough. You're not old enough to win that boat, but you're old enough to enter the youth division. Let me show you another slide here. Also, they're giving away some scholarships, $5,000 in scholarships. Looks like 3 $5,000 scholarships for the youth. So that's awesome, too. And this is all included when you sign up. At the end, they're having a star tournament awards party. It's at the Bass Pro Shop right up there by you guys. So if you're interested in that, it's free admission to go up there for the live raffle. But if you guys are interested in doing a VIP table, we can get a table of 8. I don't know what VIP gets you. It looks like it gets you like special seating and stuff. But for 8 people, it's $300. Judge, let's put together a VIP table. I can fit 6 people in my truck. So if you guys want to hop in my truck, We'll shuttle up to the Bass Pro Shop from San Diego, and I'll bring the truck just so when we win the boat, we can take that thing back down here. Or whatever we win. Whatever we win. We want the boat on the back, and then we want the kayak, the bikes, whatever they're giving away. We want that all there. There's some of the prizes given away. Brian on the very top last year won the boat, and I hear he only had one ticket, so that's legendary. So
But I heard
one and done kind of deal. I see Chet there. Is that some kind of e-bike or something he won? Got a traveling bike. And of course, on the bottom there, Cash in the youth division won himself a kayak, which I think I saw him fishing out of this weekend.
that's super cool.
Oh man, it's 13-17. Okay. Well, one more year, 2 more years, you'll be in there. All right, next up, we had the CCA Apps and Taps this weekend. For you guys that want to go, and it was the same day as Spotty Bowl. By the time it started, I was just on my way back from LA, and you know that traffic back from LA is just awful. The night was successful with CCA. They honored Pete Gray from Let's Talk Hookup, vital roles he played in the early years of fishing charter boats. Yeah, congratulations on that. That's awesome to get that award. Without technology, Pete's information for getting all the captains and would share with the fleets. That's pretty cool. Tom made him a really nice mirror. There's some pictures. There's Captain Dan. What's up, Captain Dan? You can see the bottom right there. Todd, one of those beautiful mirrors. There's a judge down there. There's Chad, Arnie, Zach, and his wife Angela.
Nice.
I said, let's see what we got here. Members attended with Arnie and his wife, Todd. Yep. Captain Dan's pizza was a big hit. Of course it was. The pineapple on pizza argument continues. Yep, it sure does. I'm pretty sure the raffle was rigged this year. I didn't even win any liquor. The judge is writing this, by the way. me and the judge don't drink. And of course, when the big raffle prize came around, judge got like this giant basket full of like hard booze. What do you do with this? Of course, he gave it, I think, to Alex Norton and Adobo, maybe. The best part of the night was when they raffled off a duck hunt to Lake Barrett, which I didn't even know they did that there. And Zachary Riggs, or only Zachary Riggs right in the middle, was bidding on it, but he lost. And judge says, I couldn't believe the nicest guy would go out and shoot a duck. Hey, man, gotta eat, right?
Yeah, you gotta eat. Okay.
One last thing we'll get to these guys. By the way, if you hit that like button for me, I'd really appreciate it. But one last thing before we get to the results, side pots, and biggins. Here's a pretty interesting story I came across. A fishing boat captain has been ordered to pay a fine after being accused of dumping toxic ink into the ocean of Southern California. You heard about this, Brian?
No.
This is interesting. I didn't even know this existed. When I'm scrolling through looking for interesting articles, I found this. I don't know if you guys are interested. Officials say William, who runs a 67-foot commercial vessel called the Sea Pearl, allowed stick water, never even heard that term, to be dumped into the ocean. According to an April 21st newsreel by Ventura County District Attorney's Office in December, bystanders saw the Sea Pearl head out into sea and dump its waste and then return back to shore. Officials say stick water is created during the process of squid fishing. When you catch a squid, and it dies, they release ink and high levels of ammonia, causing the ocean water to turn dark and also that area to be toxic. That's super weird. I guess when you're catching thousands of them, the harmful substance is stored in the vessel's live wells and should be disposed. At least you have to go out 3 nautical miles, and then you're allowed to dump it out there. Officials said after investigating, officers learned that the Sea Pearl dumped 260,000 pounds of market squid into the Ventura Harbor tanks before releasing its stick water. Man, that's a lot of squids. Wow. 2 pounds. Oh my gosh.
Dang, that's
offshore official says he has to pay a fine of, get this, $8,400 for environmental restoration, $6,500 in penalties, and $1,800 in business practice. Oh, ouch. That's a tough penalty right there. So don't dump your stick water until you get 3 miles out. That's what it looks like. Commercial squid fishing. It looks like they just pump them out. That is crazy that we even eat that much squid.
Yeah. Nasty stuff.
And there's the processing plant, and I guess this is where he dumped it. It looks like in Ventura. I don't know what bay that is. You know what bay that is? Hard to tell. I see a seawall.
Yeah, I don't know. Not familiar with that one.
And that's what the bait tent or the live well looks like after it's been dumped, and that's what the authorities sung. So that's a bummer for you, but man, take that stuff 3 miles out. At least you didn't dump it like right in the bay, huh? I don't know what that would. That if you're like kayaking and that guy just dumps that in the bay,
There goes the fishing.
the fishing. But I don't know. Have you ever been squirt by a squid or an octopus or anything? That ink.
Oh yeah, I've been the giant squid fishing. It's fun. You just wear a raincoat and get filthy.
It smells to me like pickle juice. I don't know, not pickle juice, olive juice, like olives. I don't know. It has that weird kind of smell, like when you open up a can of black olives. It smells like that to me.
Ah, yeah, never paid attention.
Never paid attention. Well, you must not got squirted in the face yet.
Nope.
All right, guys. You guys ready to get on to some actual results here? So let's get on to the side pots. Here we go.
Hey everybody, this is Brett, and you're watching Snagging Grass and Catching Bass. You.
I didn't know Brett had a fancy hairdo, man. Looking good, Brett.
Yeah.
Guys. Get on with it. There we go. Bam. Side pots, Brian. Let's see how you're doing this year. You've been known to win a few side pots in your time. Let's see what's going on here, guys. You guys don't know how to submit a side pot by now. This is the last week coming up. Learn how to do it. It's on Discord. Todd, get those belts are going to be given out down at the award ceremony. Looking forward to seeing this year's. I have not seen them this year yet. I don't know what they look like, but I'm sure they're gonna. It seems like every year they've progressed.
Yeah.
Like nicer and nicer. Last year had like a full color. I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing what it looks like this year. Thanks, Corey, for handling all the side pots this year. It's a lot of work. We appreciate you stepping up, Corey. Thank you, Judge. We all know what the Judge has done, gone through tons and tons of photos. So thank you, Judge. First up, Ramona Automotive. Phil, did you catch this week one, dude? That thing's been leading. So 32 inches from shore. That's a biggin. What's your PB halibut?
Mine? Does Pacific halibut count?
Sure, why not?
Alaska, probably 50 inches or so.
In Alaska?
In Alaska. But here, I think the most recent one I can remember was 29-inch.
Oh.
I caught a 29-incher and a 27.5 the same day within about 2 hours of each other.
Was it during a Spotty Bowl?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, thank goodness.
The year before I joined Spotty Bowl.
Yeah. I catch that first rip of like let's not say that size of a halibut, like a 19-inch or something. You're like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a good one. And then it doesn't fight like a spotty. You're like, wait a minute. No, I gotta deal with this for 5 minutes. That's unless you're gonna win a side pot with it.
Either that or a bat raise is kind of the same thing.
Oh, those especially like for some reason you can get those on the slow pitch jig, or if you're fishing the crank or whatever you're fishing, and you get one by the wing or something like that.
The crankbait, there it goes.
Unless you're fishing like a heavy, straight braid crankbait where you got to make that decision, man. Are you gonna muscle this thing in? Oh man, yeah, they're the worst. The mud marlins.
Yeah.
Dave Rage says, "What's up? Just getting home from Monterey. What's up, Dave? Hey, what do you guys think of this chat in the bottom down here? I'm turning it off for a little bit, but that's a new feature that I found. You guys like the chat in the bottom? Let me know." Legendary fish right here, 18-incher. Dang, during a tournament from shore. Congratulations on that chuck. Yeah. That's impressive. What's your I asked this every once. Do you remember what your PB spotty is?
I do have an 18-incher.
Ooh.
It was in Huntington Harbor, actually.
No kidding. On what'd you get it on?
Hookup bait.
Nice, dude. That's awesome. How many 18-inchers have you caught in your life?
One.
You're lucky to have that one. They're not easy to get. There we go. Bryan Rozen, 4.25 inch sand bass. All right. I think I say this every time. What did you get that thing on?
A small little bait.
A
Little,
curly tail grub or something?
yeah, something like that on a little ball head. And
Yep. Probably let me guess, a Berkeley, what do they call those? The Berkeley saltwater grubs, the tiny little like 3-inch or the tiny little small ones.
yeah,
Little
I
fish go nuts for those.
don't recall what brand. Maybe Big Hammer.
Okay.
I don't recall which one it was, but yeah, it was a little grub, and 4-pound test, 5-pound test actually.
Tossing it in the riprap, the rocks probably, where those little guys are hiding. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, man. You know what? That could possibly be. You only got 1 week left. That's gonna be $100 right there. Bam. Who would guess? Here you go. It could be another $100. Same setup, same day.
Same day, same setup.
$200, man. You guys are slipping on the side pots, man. It adds up too, man. There you go. That paid for your entry fee, right?
Yeah, if it holds.
Yeah, I think 425 might be the smallest ever, but dang, that's gonna be a hard one to beat.
I think I got a 475 last year, and it won.
Okay. You're the king of the dink then. Juan 68.25 longest sponsor bag. Man, that's gonna be a hard one to beat. We'll see. 68.25.
That's a great bag.
Yeah. Andrew is 26.75. Then that's another one that's leading. Looks like I got on the hookup baits. I'm surprised that one didn't get beat though. Maybe people got bigger that just didn't submit. Sometimes it's hard to get those things in there and get them on a bump board. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Sammy Prim says, I saw your 18-inch spotty. That's
yes,
cool.
he did. Him, Drew, Tosh, and Chet were all in the same boat.
They must have been so jealous. Or I guess happy for you. Both.
Chet, he's happy for everybody.
Yeah. Was it at night?
Evening.
Okay.
Yeah. Evening.
Angel Shark 30-incher. Do not like those, but I'll take it. Vessel, longest spotty, 17.25. That's the short guy beat that so far. 17.25. I'm surprised nobody from they either didn't submit it or nobody's caught one bigger than that, but you have to submit this. 17. Charlie got that, I think, opening weekend. Longest trifecta, Chad, opening weekend too. 47. Guys, try to beat that this weekend, especially if you're not in the playoffs, and you're just trying to get a good score. Go for that. $100. Heaviest spotty, Brett Wilson, of course, 2.9. That's going to be a hard one to beat. So that one, you'll probably need an 18-inch fish to beat that, to get that 3-pound. Maybe if you get a 17.5 that's fat, maybe. You know where he caught that? He's showing the spot. At least that we think that's where he caught it.
Yeah, I don't know where he got that one.
Yeah, me neither. I wish I did. David Dalton, heaviest other, 8.8 pounds, 8 ounces. Longest spotty on a CBN bait. I'm going to flip through this a little faster, guys. I just noticed that we are running behind here. $50 longest spotty. The leader, so this is season long, Larry E. See his bait there in the picture. Let's go, Larry. Longest spotty on this setup, which is I don't know what that is. Some kind of pink head with the black swim bait. $50. And the leader is David. Some sound effects going here. Let's go, David. Longest spotty using Gamakatsu products. This is a weekly thing. I think Cash has won this about 4 times. How much Gamakatsu stuff do you got, Cash? How many of those G-Lock? Do you use those G-Lock boxes, those blue ones?
Yeah, I for my jigs.
I think for a slow pitch jig, man, there's no other box it's thin, easy to store. You put one hook in one side and it holds the bait kind of in there. It's got like this foam insert. Those things are awesome. I think I have about 6 of them.
Yeah.
Guess who won again? Let's go. Yeah! Cash. Cash is raking in the Gamakatsu side pots. You can see he's got his hookup bait treasure trove there, full of hookup baits and his Gamakatsu. That's a different one though. That's got like dividers in it, doesn't it? Huh. It's a little different. Looks like dividers. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. That's
Fish Labs, check this out. If you guys want sweet sweatshirt, let me go full screen on this. I just got this online, 30% off. It's a good hoodie, solid. It's got the Fish Lab products on it, on the front and the back. Got myself a bunch of spinner baits. Man, you guys got to check out, use the that 30% off discount code. That's a sweet sweatshirt. I think with our discount, maybe it was like $26. So, you know, a hoodie for that amount. That's a cool fishing one that we can support, a company that supports us. Get online, get one. If you want that discount code, just go to the Discord and go to Fish Labs and put together an order, 30% off. I got a bunch of those spinner baits right there.
That's cool.
Season long Sammy with an 11.75 brand new. We can beat that, guys. I'm gonna beat that. It is my goal to win this side pot. You're gonna win yourself a $50 gift card and 11. That's not 77. That looks like 77. That's 11.75. Looks like he got it on a weedless. He got it on the Nature Series swim bait on some kind of weedless setup. Can't let Sammy win that. He's winning everything. Heaviest TerraVision. Do you fish these baits?
I have fished those from Angel.
Yeah. And
I like that.
$30 value for heaviest spotty. Bam. Here we go. Winner, Corey Thomas. Entering the 2-pound club. You're a winner of it. You're going to win $30 worth of baits. Go ahead and get a hold of the judge or Corey. They'll tell you how to pick those up. Maybe you're picking those up at the award ceremony. Maybe we'll look at who is in chat. Aaron Kruger. What's up, Aaron? It's been a long time since I've had you on the show or seen you on the show. Appreciate you tuning in. What's up, Aaron? How's the mini bike world going? Looking forward to Aaron built a mini bike and I have a moped. One of these nights we're going to get out. I'm going to cruise a town. Corey Thomas, congratulations. 2-pounder. Looks like trying to look that's this weekend, so I don't know that area. It all looks the same to me. Huntington Reaper slow pitch jig. We all know who's been cleaning up on this. Jared Bretsch. I think he's got so many of them, Brian. If he gets a few more, that kayak may go underwater. We're not sure. I don't know if he takes them all out at once, but man,
yep,
you're gonna put Reaper out of business. And guess who won it? So every time you win $25 worth, they got one more time to try to get these. But Jared, man, the master of the Reaper slow pitch jig, 15.25. You won it again, man.
Yeah.
I wonder if he saved up all those credits and he's got like a $300 credit at this point. Submission fishing code jigs. Usually Sammy's the one on this one too. So I think, haven't you won this once?
Oh, I have won those, yeah.
And the winner of this session is Ludwig. Let's go with the 17-incher from shore. You can see he's got the green pumpkin and the orange belly one. My favorite. That looks like a 10 gram though. That's pretty small, huh? I think a 10, maybe 15.
Got a 7 on that bait last year.
That's your color too?
Yeah, I like that color.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. That is my color too. That's the one I have the most confidence in. But Ludwig, congratulations. 17-inch fish from shore. Dang, that's got to be a nice feeling right there. So congratulations. You've won $25 in submission fishing code jigs. HD Baits. What's up? HD Baits usually in the house. What's up? The bait that lasts. Longest spotty and halibut category will give you $35 prize package from HD Baits. And the winner of the HD Baits longest spotty. There we go. Daniel Wood, 15.25. And look how he rigged that. It's like you talked about. So it looks like he might have a neck breaker, jig head on there, weedless. Then he pulled the tail off. You have to pull the tail off to put that tailspin on there, right?
Yeah, cut it off.
Cut it off. And if you guys don't know, though, you could buy those tailspins with a screw lock on them, and you just screw them in there. And that gives you like a super weedless. If you're fishing grass, that setup he has right there is absolutely perfect because you can just let it fall in the grass.
Yep.
Get your cadence where you're right on the tips of that grass and pull it right through, man. So if you get a grassy day, that's a sweet bait to fish.
It is.
Congratulations, 15.25. No halibut this week, though. No halibut. Yeah, so that one's vacant. Nobody gets that prize this week. Real Happy Clothing, $75 gift card for this one. They have a longest spotty, and the leader is Mike. Mike, 17.25. That's Famous Fish. That's the only fish he caught that round. And guess what, man? I think he's got that locked up. We'll see.
I think so.
Don't forget, guys, if you're entering some of these side pots, you have to have the code in there. You can see he's got his card. He printed out with all the codes, but the code is RH25. Don't forget that for this last round. And longest sand bass Tom Troop, man. $75 gift card. Tom, you're pretty safe with that. That's a big one right there. 23-incher. Jeez. Thinking Marina Del Rey, I caught a 19 during Spotty Bowl, and that felt like, when you're in a spotty, you're like, oh my gosh, thank you. This is going to be enormous. And you see that it's not a spotty. It's not super disappointing, but during Spotty Bowl, you're like, no, why?
Start rolling.
Why couldn't that have been a spotty?
Start rolling on you, and you go, oh man.
That's your audio cut out. Did you say that happened to you too?
Yeah. Oh, excuse me.
Cool baits. You could fish this one 24/7. So if you want to fish it this weekend, we got Memorial Weekend coming up, 3-day weekend for a lot of us. Go out there and you can fish 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Any of the 3 bass. Longest one will win you $100 in cool baits. Just remember to enter the code CB25, and your leader is Cash. Let's go, Cash. I like this combo. He's got the cool baits A-rig with hookup baits connected to the A-rig. I've seen these guys fishing that. So you get it on the fall and then you get it on the retrieve. Man, it's a good combo right there. Obviously working for him.
Yep.
I like that. Hookup Baits. Chad's in the house right now. What's up, Hookup Baits? Thanks for sponsoring us for 4 years in a row now. So thank you for that. Voted 3 years in a row #1 bait by all you anglers for Spotty Bowl. And there's no question. There's no question about it anymore that hookup baits really work well for our bay fishing, for almost any type of fishing, but specifically for what we're doing on this show, bay fishing, man. I know a lot of people have won a lot of tournaments on this bait. And if you haven't tried it, give it a try. Chad's in the fishing community. It's always around, so we appreciate you.
Don't be afraid to try the smaller ones either. They work.
Yeah, I know. I've talked to Cash Bretch many times, and he says he uses like the 16th, I think, and lightweight setup. And that is it. I'm sorry, not 16th, the 1/8. And that seems like that would be like when we were fishing like a 10 gram, something that you'd throw in shallow water. Maybe the presentation's just slower, and they like that slow fall. I don't know, but yeah, I would agree with that. Later for the longest I'm sorry, let me go back to that. So if you win your division and you have hookup baits in 2 of your pitchers and you win your division, you'll be winning $50 worth of hookup baits that will be given to you at the award ceremony. So make sure if you catch it on the hookup baits, you include that in your pitcher because you never know when you're going to win. Longest Spotty, $100 worth of hookup baits. Of course, Tom's got this. The only thing's going to beat him is an 18-incher. So Tom, $100 worth of hookup baits.
Dang, man.
That's a pretty good one.
Great one.
You're welcome, Chad. JKB Custom Baits. Let's go. These are, got to be a labor of love, right, man? To sit in your garage or wherever you're sitting and paint all these things custom and then giving them out as awards. We appreciate that, man. You put a lot of work into these, and we appreciate you sponsoring and giving these out to the Spotty Bowlers. But you win a $50 worth of crankbaits if you win this one. Sammy Prim, a winner for this session. Go, Sammy. It's the same names over and over. It's Brian. It's Sammy. It's Cash. It's Jared. Come on, guys. Let's get in here and win some of these things.
In the mix.
I'm going to have to put a cap on all you guys. Jeez.
Yeah, I do admit I forgot to post a few.
Yeah, I know. You get wrapped up in trying to get your big Spotty Bowl bag and you space out, right?
Yeah.
Season-long leader, also Sammy. Congratulations, 15.75. That'll win you $100 for longest Spotty. I'm not sure if that's baits or cash, but I'm always interested in looking at Sammy's kayak because he's got so much going on in there. We'll look at that later during Biggins. Akuma, I think Dave's just sent out these reels to the judge. If you win Spotty Bowl in your division, if you're a champion, you'll win one of these automatically. He's been fishing one of these all season, and they're awesome. They work perfectly for saltwater, made for saltwater, and they're a great value spinning reel. I really enjoy fishing this reel. Tackle Supply, 25% discount off for Spotty Bowlers. Longest Spotty, Larry. He's leading season long. Check out Tackle Supply. They're giving you 25% off. Good people. They have all the good stuff that we're all looking for. So definitely support them. 25% off Tackle Supply. Let me go back to that slide and give you their webpage. It is tacklesupply.com. That's easy to remember. You can see some of the brands they carry plus more. So at least go check it out and take advantage of that 25% off, which is given to you in the Discord. One cool tuna from all the way from Kentucky still in here. What's up, Jeff? I don't know if he's dozed off.
It's late.
What time is it? Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's getting late for you, Jeff. Hopefully you're still on here. One Cool Tuna, we appreciate you sponsoring this. So the machine jigs are awesome jigs. Also makes these line labels. If you want some free stuff, guys, go to One Cool Tuna, enter Spotty25 at the discount at the checkout, and you'll get all that stuff in the picture right there for free. Line labels and some stickers and some other cool swag. I ordered mine up. You order yours up yet?
No, I
Get on there. Stop messing around. It's free.
No,
You get those cool Spotty Bowl stickers too.
Yep.
Longest Spotty. The leader is Matt West. Let's go, Matt. I'm leading that for a while, 14-inch Spotty on that. And if you win that, you get a $150 OCT prize package. And those things are awesome, man. You go out like on a half day boat or something like that. You bust out the OCT and they're like, dang, man, that guy's balling. That thing's big. That thing's awesome. Okay. Taipan Rods, what's up, Simon? Hopefully you're in here. Simon, Taipan Rods supporting us this year. And this one's pretty cool. You don't have to do anything. The Corey pulls out a random number generator, and if your score is closest to the number he pulls, then you automatically win an entry into a drawing for one of these rods at the awards. And the winner is... Let's go, Larry. Oh, man, I showed his score too early. Sorry, Larry. You must have already known this.
I talked to him. I was fishing, and that's good. He didn't catch any more fish.
Oh, man, Larry, Huntington can be rough. Trust me. I've been there. Sammy's been there. We've all been there on Huntington last time. That sucks, dude. But hey, guess what? That small bag got you a 1 in, I think, 7 or 1 in 14 chance of winning one of these Taipan rods, which are awesome. So there you go. There's you did it, Larry. You won. Maybe you didn't get first place this tournament, but you won a raffle ticket towards one of those. All right, next up, baits reels. Unfortunately, all the 17s have been caught. Baits reels are awesome. Check those out. If you go to any of the trade shows, talk to Kevin down there. If you have messages, go to Baits and talk to Kevin down there about these reels. Have you got one of these yet? Or are you still trying to win one?
No, I caught a 17-incher the week after the last session. After they are all taken up. I said, dang it. I was holding off buying one, but I should have bought a couple at the PCS show.
I got one at the PCS show. I got the LTS, the one there on the bottom, the lightweight one, the one for that's almost like a BFS reel. And that thing is incredible. I use that for slow pitching.
Yeah, I really love them.
I think I've caught 3 16.75s this year, and it would have been eligible. So man. The thing just wouldn't go 17, man. So I came close, but no, I did not get one either. I had to buy mine, which is fine. Buy mine.
Yep.
We still have opportunities though. If you break the Spotty barrier, you're automatically entered, which is 7 inches or bigger, automatically entered a raffle to win this. That's gonna be fun to give that one away because there's a lot of entries, a lot of 70s broken. That's gonna be fun. We're gonna give that away at the award ceremony. Somebody's gonna win one.
Cool.
It'll probably be Sammy, my guess, because he's already got like 4 and he's already won like 6 side pots. Yeah. Mark my words, man. When I pull out that raffle ticket, it's going to be Sammy. He's going to win him another one. Why not?
Okay. Collection ready. Quite the
All right, here you go. You're obviously probably going to make the playoffs. So if you get the longest bag, this could happen. You automatically get one longest bag during playoffs, 1 reel for San Diego and 1 reel for LA. So that's pretty cool. Another way to win them. Here's all your 17-inch winners. Charlie, Mike, Aaron, Glenn, Juan, Brett. Oh, Brett got one. I forgot about that. And Larry, you've already won one. You've already won enough. Larry's got one too. And that, I believe, is it. Thanks, guys, for the side pots. I told Brian at the beginning of the show, I know the side pots are long, and I know it's kind of repetitive, but, man, all these sponsors that kick into Spotty Bowl, I want them to get their money's worth talking about their stuff. And, maybe I'll figure out a way to speed this up a little, but I want to give all my sponsors a shout out at the beginning of the show so everybody can see their brand and see their sponsoring stuff that we like. And hopefully you guys will go out and support them. So that's why I do side pots. All right. You ready to move on here?
Do it.
Ooh, Brian, this is getting tough. You bring a drink? A lot of talking, eh?
Yeah, I've been sipping a little bit.
My wife, I don't know. I think I heard your wife talking in the background earlier. Don't say this, but man, my wife, she says she's leaving me. I didn't know you know this, but because of my addiction to antidepressants. Guess I'm not going to need these anymore. Thank you. 90% of my guests do not laugh. I appreciate that, And another thing, I don't do.
Room.
I don't know. Do you have any kids, Brian? Are you?
Yeah, two grown kids, 28 and 35.
Oh, so you're probably like me, when I'm walking around, I always keep a picture of my wife and kids in my wallet. That way it reminds me why I have no money. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that. I'm going to have you on weekly, dude. All right, guys. Are you ready for this?
Let's do it.
Hey YouTube, it's Bruce and Mike here. You are watching Snagging Grass and Catching Bass. Enjoy the show.
Let's go. Remember, I love that you sent that in, Bruce. Turn your camera sideways or that's what we're going to get. But thank you, Bruce. Bruce out on the water with Mike. 2 slayers out there fishing the green style bass. All right, here we go. Round 6, Huntington Harbor. What's your experience in Huntington Harbor besides Spotty Bowl?
I used to fish there when I was a kid all the time. We'd go Trinidad Island, fish the public dock for bat rays for all things. And, we'd stay out late and get into trouble. And it was a lot of fun. And then whenever I had a chance, I'd take up my little fold up boat out of there and putt around.
How's the fishing changed? Is it better, worse, same?
Well, my knowledge has changed, so the fishing has become better.
I know when I basically first started getting into the bay fishing, I was the same as you, man. I went to Walmart. I got my ugly stick with like a 6,000 size spinning reel because, I'm going in the ocean, right? I'm going to catch something huge. 40-pound Berkeley trilene. And I set myself up with a 1-ounce Carolina rig with whatever I could find in the seafood department, a shrimp or a clam or whatever. Toss that thing out there, put that thing in my rod holder that was stuck into the sand, you know what I mean? And then just go sit on my lounge chair and enjoy my day and wait for that thing to bend. That was my introduction to fishing.
Fun.
Besides when I went with my grandpa and my dad. But yeah, bay fishing, that's generally where it starts, man. You're super stoked to get that giant stingray or a lot of smoothhound sharks up here. We used to have a lot of guitar fish. I haven't seen those for a lot of posts of those lately, but we used to have a lot of those too. Those would put up a gnarly fight.
Sand shark? Is that what it is? Shovel nose? Is that what that is?
It's like a gray smoothhound shark it's gray with no teeth. It's just got like a little sandpapery looking mouth. But yeah, those were fun too. Yeah. All right, here we go. Youth division, 7th place. These are May standings. May is not only halfway over, so this is halfway into the event. Emmett, fish hard, man. I know you're gonna get up further than that. Phoenix, also fish hard. You're in 6th place right now. Top 5 in May. Remember, this is just standing, so this is a month long for the youth. We got Cody Mead. Let's go, Cody. 61.75 coming in 5th place right now. We got Tyler. Sorry, man. I'm so sorry. Tyler be drifting. What's up? You still in chat, dude? He's got a float tube now,
Nice.
I know, out on the water, and he's also fishing the Grom hookup baits too, man. So nice on that. Keep going on your bag. You're at 65.5. Keep catching those big ones.
Love it.
3rd place, we got Nathan Taylor. Let's go, Nathan. Looks like he's fishing a largemouth. Also got himself a kayak. So good bag already. Breaking the spotty barrier. Yeah! Let's go, Cole. Breaking the spotty barrier. Man, that fish looks like it's like the length of your torso, dude. It's a big one right there. Let's go, Cole. Already at the spotty barrier. Let's get that thing. Let's get a couple more big ones. Get that to about a 73-inch bag. And your leader, let's go. Hollis, man, he's doing good this year. 74, Brian. Wow, halfway through. So that's a good bag. So that's almost 15-inch average, man.
That's a great bag.
And I'm pretty sure Hollis also fishes the maybe Weekend Warrior division, the adult division, and he does like top 5 in that too all the time. So nice job, dude. 74 inches. Let's see if you can get that up to 76 by the end of the month. HD Bates in the house says, let's go, kids. Yeah. Judge says to go fish the pipeline with shrimp. So you ever get off? I know, because I have seen you on a center console boat with friends, I think.
Yeah, that's Andrew's boat.
Yeah, like for year one, I think I was out fishing in the big boat, and you guys were out cruising in that thing, heading out. I don't know where you guys fish out there, but heading out to sea somewhere.
Yeah, the local, the pipe, the wall. Yeah, all places.
You guys have that wall, dude, and that thing is amazing. During the SBS tournaments, we used to fish that thing, and you can literally just start. I don't know if you start north or south or wherever you start, and just work your way all the way down that roll, like 4 or 5 hours, just pitching or casting, and you just work that wall, man. And the little inlets and stuff where you can work the corners, and you can be inside, you can be outside. That's a cool fishery.
It is.
All right, season standings for the youth division right now. Taylor is in first place with 45 points. Man, nice lead right there. This is as of, I believe, it must be of April. Am I right with that, Judge? This is within April. So I don't know if the May points have been calculated, but Judge, is it the top 6 in this for playoffs? So do they have a playoffs? If you're in the youth division, if you have any questions about any of this, talk to the judge. But there's your point standings right there. Taylor leading, Cole, Emmett in there, Cody, Hollis, Phoenix, all top 6, Nathan top 7. So keep fishing hard. Looks like it's a pretty close run right there. I don't know. Taylor be drifting. Got a pretty good lead. We'll see.
Good lead.
All right, here we go. Let's get on to the shore division. Here we go. Shore division, you can fish any of the bays up there. And with LA, you've got a plethora to choose from. San Diego, we got our 2 up there. What do we got? 4 in Spotty Bowl right now? MDRA, Huntington, Newport, Alamitos, right?
Right.
Yeah, so we got 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Just pretty cool, man. When I first heard about it, I'm like, man, dang it. I just got really used to Alamitos and Newport. You know what I mean? You get your comfort zone. I've had 2 years to figure those places out. Started getting pretty good at those places. But man, I don't know. The hunt is fun. Like Huntington Harbor is really hard for me.
Yeah, it can be tough. And you can have, 4 or 5 good days and then one day not so good.
Huntington Harbor, I keep wanting that grass area by the bridge to turn on. Dude, it just does not turn on for me. I keep thinking, man, this place is going to be awesome, and I can't get that play. I'm not hitting it at the right time. I don't know what's going on there. And then the rest of Huntington is like, I've never seen a more flat, like there's maybe like a spot where it's a little foot deeper, you know what I mean? But it is flat and it is identical. Like everything to me looks the same thing over and over and over again. So if you don't have any time in there, it's hard to find a spot. For me, it was only being fished there 2 times. It's really hard.
You really got to explore that whole harbor because you'll start finding more and more things that I never knew were there. I've been fishing it more and more. And just when I think I have it figured out, it punches me in the gut.
Keep talking. We're listening.
Yeah.
Oh, this is it. So I don't have to fish that thing probably till next year, hopefully. So maybe I'll go up there this summer and try to figure it out a little bit more.
Summertime in that grass at night could be really good out there.
That's what I hear. James Collins says it out there. All right, let's get on with some results here. Shore division, round 6, any of the bays. 11th place, 10th place, 9th place, 8th place. I don't know if you guys didn't get a fish. Guy, Poncho, Colton, and Jordan, but get on to the next round. Get that out of the way. Okay, 7th place, Brian, one last cast, 42 inches. 7th place, Guillermo, man, 45. That's a rough weekend for him. He's usually always in the 70 inches in there. 40. Team Hookup Bait, 40. I'm not. Team HD Baits, 45.25. All right, here we go. Top 5, shore division. Let's go, Lucas, 51.75. Lucas in 5th place. Looks like a nice fish right there.
Yeah.
All right, look at this. Kevin Keller, 63.5. Fourth place. Oh, man, that's crazy, dude. My wife, dude, I don't know if I told you this. Is your wife in the room right now? Hopefully not. But my wife and I just got into a big argument last night. She called me gullible and financially irresponsible. Man, wait till she hears I've won the Nigerian lottery. Not that good a one. I'll give it a shot though. Kevin, your girlfriend's awesome. Thanks for sending me those videos that were cracking up. I appreciate you. But Kevin Keller, 63.5. Let's go from shore. All right, next up. Third place, Daniel, 64 inches even. Man. Daniel, Tuesdays, time on the water. I enjoy watching your show all the time. Lots of good information. Got all that LA information up there. Have you been on that show? I'm sure you've been on that show.
No, I've watched it.
Oh, yeah, I watch it all the time. Unfortunately, I don't get to catch it live very often, but I usually watch the replays. So if you're looking for another show similar to talking about bay fishing, check out Time on the Water. Daniel, man, doing good too. 64 inches from shore. All right, next up, second place. Phil Hernandez, Team HD Baits, Spotty Bowl champion up there in LA from shore division, 66.5. Wonder if he's fishing at night now. Wonder how many of the shore guys are fishing at night. I guess we'll find out in Biggins if they got any.
Yep.
I imagine fishing at night from shore is probably pretty darn good up there.
Oh, yeah.
Bet. Marina Del Rey. You got, what else would be good? Huntington. I don't know if, like down here in San Diego, our San Diego Bay, there's very limited spots to fish. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of no fishing zones, which is a major bummer. But I don't know how you guys do it up there. But hopefully you guys got some good shore spots. Oh, Alamitos. What am I saying? Alamitos is probably really good.
Yeah.
Let's go, Phil. All right, here we go. The dog's excited.
Yeah.
Didn't like that noise. Shore division, round 6, coming in first place. Here we go. You ready for this? 82.5. 82.25. Sorry, I got to throw out the sound effects. It says Ludwig, incredible bag. 82.25 from shore. Holy mackerel. Congratulations. Round of applause for that. That is the biggest bag ever caught from shore. Wow. Yeah, Mike Brown says, wow. Sammy, holy. Yeah, holy.
Yeah.
I cannot believe this. I got these results, I think, Tuesday, and I saw that, and the judge sent that over. I'm like, what? That is insane.
That's impressive.
I think Ludwig has got himself a really good pattern. He's found out where these big fish are at. And, man, good luck, guys, going to the playoffs. Ludwig's going to have to slip, man, but 82.25. I'm trying to think of what the biggest bag in Spotty Bowl ever was. I know Brett may have got an 82. I've broke the 80 once, but it was an 80 like 0.5. So I'm not sure, Ludwig. I'm gonna have to double check on this, but that may be the biggest bag. Brett, what was your biggest bag? I think that may be the biggest bag ever caught in Spotty Bowl history. Congratulations, dude. Team HD Baits in the house. HD Baits says, congratulations, Lug. Man, I don't know. I don't know. Where do you go from there, man? That's what I got to say. Where do you go from there?
85.
That's crazy. 85? You think that's on the horizon?
Never know.
No, that's a 17-inch average.
Yeah.
5 17s. Well, guess what, guys? You're going to get to see in Spotty Bowl Biggins, if you're interested in seeing his fish, I'm going to show every single one that made this bag. So we're going to hang out, check out those. Here is your standings with your mulligan taken out. So Ludwig up there, Angler of the Year position with 361. Phil right behind him. Ludwig's got a lead, dude. Jeez, what is that, like 20? No. Yeah, like 20. I'm horrible math. 22 inches maybe? Am I looking right? Or is that 32 inches? I don't know. That's a huge lead. But anything can happen, Phil. Fish hard. You never know. Also, Daniel, 333, you never know. I don't know if sometimes people haven't used up their mulligan and you have a horrible day. Like, I've used my mulligan in LA. My mulligan was a 14-incher. So if I have a horrible day, I have no mulligan left.
Right.
What's your mulligan? Or do you want to disclose that?
My mulligan is like a 52 or something.
Oh, so well, that's not horrible. Mine's a 14, or a 13. So I'm walking a tight line over here. Kevin, let's go, Kevin.
Good job.
306, Lucas 155. Brian, one last cast, man. Fish hard, dude. You got a chance. You're saying there's a chance.
There's a chance.
So in this division, particularly, all the other divisions are top 7, but in this division, since it's a smaller division, it is the top 6. So Brett says, got to see those Biggins picks. Yes. And Brett says that is the biggest bag ever. He would know. Congratulations, Ludwig, catching the biggest spotty bag we've had. And there's been a lot of bags caught over 5 years. So man, that's a huge accomplishment.
That is.
Special award or something for that. Holy smokes. All right, Weekend Warrior, here's your division.
Yeah.
Weekend Warrior, round 6, Huntington Harbor. You guys don't get the advantage of shore. You have to fish in your designated bay, which this bay was Huntington Harbor. All right, here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. 24th, 23rd, 22nd, all the way up to 16th place. Mike, Steven, Josh, Orlando. I don't know if you guys didn't get a fish, but unfortunately, there's your 0. 15th place, Julian, 29.25, top 15. Hey, man, you got 2 fish, or maybe that's 3 fish. That's probably 3 fish. All right, here we go. Top 14. 14th place, Nora Prim. Let's go, Nora. You got on the water. You caught some fish. Keep it up, man. 13th place, we got Nick with 58.75. 12th place, we got David. What's up, David? Sent me in some good pictures, 62.25. Aaron Carl Black, 62.75. 11th place, top 10. We got Ryan with 63.5. 9th place, we got Zach with 63.75. Here it is. Hey, you made top 10. 8th place, 65.75. Let's go, Brian. That's not too bad.
Not too bad, not too good, but I'll take it.
That's where a Weekend Warrior should be, Brian. You guys that are Weekend Warriors that are throwing out these 76 bags, let's see you. Let's come on up. You guys are ready, man. If you're throwing consistent 70-inch bags next year, let's move them up. Move on up. Let the scores in the Weekend Warrior should be right around 70 or below for the winners.
Play with the big boys for a while.
There you go. Hey, I think we'll check this out, but I'm going to look at some of the Weekend Warriors scores compared to the Masters scores, and I think a lot of you Weekend Warriors may have made playoffs in the Masters division if you're in it. So
Wow.
Get ready. Andrew Tosh, 66 inches, nice bag. And Corey Thomas breaking the spotty barrier for 6th place. All right, here are your top 5 for Weekend Warriors. In 5th place, let's go, Angel Salgado, 71.75. Of course he did. Is that who's hot on your heels? 2nd place?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All right, we're going to see. Well, I'm going to show the standings here at the end. Coming in 4th place, we got Ben, a.k.a. Brett Wilson's brother, 74-inch. So some of that Wilson blood's going through him, man. He's getting some big bags. I wonder if he's a crankbaiter, too. I know he's a float tuber.
That's great.
That is a good bag. 74 inches in Huntington Harbor. I don't know. Some of you guys got that place figured out, and there's some big bags caught up there. I'm still thinking about Ludwig's 82.25. My gosh.
Yeah, where did he fish?
We'll never know. That's the bad thing. That's his secret. Those shore guys. At least we know all these bags came out of Huntington, but the shore guys, like, you know what? The cool thing about shore is you can fish Huntington and then skip on over to MDR.
Right.
Or you can skip on over to Newport, to Alamitos, whatever, you know. That's if you guys don't fish shore division, you can fish multiple divisions. I fish Masters and shore. Shore's fun.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's also a lot of fun.
Yep.
All right, 3rd place, we got Daniel Wood. Let's go, Daniel, 74.25. Nice bag right there. Daniel having a great year too, man. I think he was in it really good last year too.
Good job.
Team HD Bates. HD Bates has got a lot of big headers in this tournament now.
They do.
HD Bates says, congratulations, Daniel. Chet says, nice job, Ben. All right, 2nd place. Hey, look at this. Let's go. The one and only Davey Brown, man. Congratulations, dude. 76. I think that's his best bag. Wow. Did you see him out on the water?
I did not. I believe he fished Friday.
Dave, he says, yay, me. Congratulations, dude. 76-inch bag. Is that your all-time best bag? Dave must like Huntington, man.
Good job, Dave.
I don't know if you saw the show with Dave on there, but he's like a ex Disneyland employee that used to be a Jungle Boat cruise skipper.
Right.
And I was talking to him about the CCA Star Tournament coming up. I'm like, hey, dude, if we win that boat, what we've got to do with that thing is turn it into a replica of a jungle boat from Disneyland, and me and him will go out and give comedy tours, and that's how we're going to retire and do that for a living around the bays.
Team charters.
Yeah. I don't know if we'd break any copyright rules, but that sounds like a fun job. Nice job, everybody says, Dave. That is awesome. 76 inches, man. I'm surprised that did not get first place. 76 in the Weekend Warrior. That is a huge bag. Dave, how'd you do it? Congratulations. It must have been a nighttime one. All right, you guys ready? Weekend Warrior, round 6, Huntington Harbor coming in first place with 80.25. My gosh.
Dang.
Anthony, 2 80-inch bags coming out of Huntington. Congratulations, dude. Biggest bag in Weekend Warriors, I'm pretty sure, right? Weekend Warriors. So Weekend Warriors are now 80-inch bags. And I'm not sure how Anthony's year's been going, but I'm pretty sure, I know this is his best bag, but I'm pretty sure this is a huge bag for Anthony. Like, Anthony, congratulations, man. 82.5. I remember when Mike Brown first got the 80-inch bag and we're just all in shock. You remember it?
Mm-hmm.
And now,
the Brown.
dude, we've had like 5 this year, right? I think Brett's got 2. We just had 2.
That's
maybe 4 or 5 80-inch bags already this year. That is insane.
That is. Wow.
Anthony, that's something to be super proud of. I mean, a lot of guys have caught 80-inch bags in non-tournament environments, but to go in a tournament environment where you've got 7 hours and you're under stress to catch the biggest fish, and to go out, search around, find those fish, and to pull that in during this tournament, that's an awesome accomplishment. Welcome to the club. There's only about 5 members of that club, but 80-inch club, man, you're in it forever. So congratulations, Anthony. That is incredible. How'd you do it? Are you in chat? Gotta know. I need to have like a round table of all these guys that have got 80-inch bags, and they got to spill the beans, man. I'm gonna get it out of them.
Yep.
All right, here we go, Brian. Look at that. Brian up there with this. Can you see that? Well, I guess I made a little bigger on the left. So your top 7 people will be going on to the playoffs. Davey Brown. Now, what do you think of that red line? Look at right above it with a 289. That bag kicked you up into playoff position. That's going to be interesting if Akuma Fish Labs Davey Brown makes it into the playoffs. That's going to be fun to watch. But Brian, man, let me give you a round of applause, dude. Let me write down this number, 363 for the season. Let's see how that compares to Masters. And then let's see, the bottom is 289. Let's see how many of you guys would have made the playoffs and Masters. So Brian, how did you do it, man? I know you gave us a little bit of stuff. You're moving around, you're checking the tides, and nighttime's been working for you. You've been rotating, it sounds like, between slow pitch jig, hookup baits, creature bait on some kind of weird head I've never heard of. And sounds like you're fishing like a grubby tail thing or something. Is there one, if you have all those rods in your kayak, and most of us have that selection of similar stuff, but you only really fish one of them like 70% of the time, what's your 70% go-to?
It's going to be that 6-pound rod.
But what is tied on the end is what I'm asking.
One of them small little baits.
Oh, okay, yeah. Finesse, man. So many guys have came on this. Alex Norton came on this, and he was telling us that he makes these little finesse things like 6-pound. It's in your head, dude, that until you try 6 or 8-pound, there's so many people that are still fishing 15 and 20-pound because they're afraid they're going to lose them in the pylons. But man, when you get to that, it feels, if you go back from fishing like 6 to 8, go back to like 20-pound, it feels so funky. You don't get any of that sensitivity. You know what I mean? Like, all goes away.
Yeah. And you do lose fish, you get broken off, and I used to get really upset about it, and but now I just say, okay, I just gotta retie and let's go get another one.
You know what though? You lose fish with 15-pound too. If it goes into those pylons, if you have 15 or 6 or 8, it's usually you're gonna lose it anyway. So you might as well get the benefit of the finesse of that thing, man. I think the bait.
I feel like a lot more bites on the finesse stuff.
Maybe not so much on certain baits like A-rigs, obviously, and crankbaits, where you're heavy power fishing. But when you get into those little ball jig heads or some of those really tiny hookup baits or those 10-gram slow pitch jigs,
Mm-hmm.
Just try it, guys. That's all I got to say. Go out, get yourself some 6-pound braid. Or, I'm sorry, 6-pound line with a 10-pound braid or 15-pound braid, one of those two, and
Yeah.
just try it. Okay, let's see how close. Angels, you've got a 10-inch lead. You're fishing your mulligan is a 50. So Brian, you need to get yourself to be out of his range about a 70-inch bag. You got it in you?
Yeah, I got it.
I hope so. I'm cheering for you. I'm cheering for Angel too, though. So
I know
yeah, you
it in him too, man. He's an awesome fisherman. He's a
I
good.
don't know.
Yep.
All right. So you need to get yourself a 70-inch bag unless he gets an 80-inch bag. So let's see you guys battle out, but nice lead, dude. That's a lot of hard work. And if you get Angler of the Year, that's awesome. You're going to get that you're going to also get that bye week win, which is going to be nice. That'll be a pre-fish week for you.
Give him my all. I'm sure everyone else will too.
David says, I'm fishing 6-pound lately with I think he meant to say hub 1/4 ounce. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right, we got one more division to go through, the Masters division. These guys are usually the guys that break 70, but for some reason, the Weekend Warriors are throwing out 80-inch bags. I don't know what's going on here anymore, but
Insane.
I guess sometimes though it's just like I feel like a lot of time I just get lucky. You know what I mean? When I get a big bag, you're just in the right place at the right time, and you're just that guy. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like it's all these people know how to fish, and you just sometimes they're just 15, 16, 16. You're just in the right place, man. That's sometimes how it works.
They're all together too.
All right, 20th, 19th place, and 18th place. I'm assuming you didn't fish. So first coming in 17th place, we got Larry E, 26, whatever. You got the Taipan rod ticket out of that. 16th place, Keith Michael, having a rough year this year, man. He's like
He's a slayer.
It's super slayer, man. I think the first year he got second place. I think it might have been him and Chad in the final round. So Keith, man, certified slayer, just having a rough year, man. We all have that, but you can't win them all, right? But I'm sure we'll see Keith. I think he got second place last week with the 76-inch bag. So I'm sure we'll see him back on the top another year.
Got to find a star.
Mr. Gomez, 47.25, 15th place. Chad, another person that's struggling a little bit this year, 60.5. With me and probably Chad is because we're the San Diego guys, and we threw in these two new bays. Me and Chad had Alamitos and Newport down pretty good, but throwing in this boomerang of Huntington is kind of it's been tough, man. Let's just say we don't get to get up there, but hey, that's perfect. That's that. You know what? I like that because now we're getting guys that are good at all those bays up there are starting to climb up. And we're getting some new names up at the top, right? All these same guys, Chet, 62.75. Let's go, Chet. He's probably not happy with that, but that's not a bad score. Jared, 63.5. Tom Troop, 11th place with 66 even. All right, here we go. Top 10. 10th place with 69, dude. This guy right here, man. And you know what? Coming from a one fish day, last time I was there, the coaling fish, my day, let me describe it to you. I fished the morning. I think it was Saturday. Yeah, Saturday morning. And right off the bat, dude, 15. I'm like, oh, baby, here we go. My first two fish were both 15. After that, 12s and 11s all day long, dude.
Out of 12, 11s.
But man, to get that first 15-inch fish, probably at like 6:30 in the morning, I'm like, oh man, that's like a weight off your shoulders. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I can build on this. Get that second 17 by like 7:30 or 15 by 7:30. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna break 70. It's gonna be sweet.
Yeah.
Redeem myself from this place. And it just shut down, dude. Like that bite up there was like an hour long, and I don't think I fished hard enough in that 1 hour because I thought it was going to continue, but man, it shut down, dude. It was a lot of work.
Punch right. Yeah.
Chad says, yep, haven't fished much. Yeah, Chad, that's all right. We'll figure it out. We got a whole summer to figure it out. Maybe we make some trips up there. Coming in 9th place with 71, breaking the spotty barrier. Let's go, Sammy. 71. Cash Troop, man. Going in with a 71.25. Got that place figured out. Steve with a 71.57 place. Steve, did I see you sleeping in your van? Was that you? Somebody stuck their head out of a van and they're like, good luck. And I'm like, wait, is that Steve? Was he sleeping in his van Friday night?
I know he has done that before. Yep.
Steve, what's up? I didn't recognize you. And I walked right by and I was like, wait, who is that? But I think that was Steve. And I got to talk to Steve on the water when I was up there again. So what's up, Steve? Sleeping in the van down by the bay. Let's go. Brett Wilson, 73.25. Nice bag, Brett. Way to keep consistent. Brett's had a not a struggling year, but for Brett, I guess it's been not. He usually just dominates up there, but he's doing good. 73.25. All right, your top 5. Let's go. This guy, number 1 seed right now, Mike Brown, 74 even, holding that top 5. Mike's having a great year.
Good job, Mike.
Good job, Mike. 74 inches even. All right, here we go. 4th place. We've got John with 74. I'm liking this. Starting to see some new names in the top 5. So let's go, John, 74.5.
He fished the same session I fished.
Oh, yeah, same area?
No.
Oh, gosh. See, when I was on the water, I think I saw 2 people. I saw Cash Troop and one other. I don't know. It was the Saturday morning. There was like nobody out. At least I didn't see him. That's probably why I wasn't catching very many fish at the end there, because there was nobody out there. All right, coming in 3rd place. Let's go, Eric, with the 74.75. Nice, Eric. Pulling 3rd place. I think he's been top 5 several times this year, coming out of nowhere. 74.75. I like the picture too. If that picture is him like going down the river on a little skiff, like wide open, and the picture looks funny that way, but I should show the whole picture. It's like, nice job, Eric. And coming in 2nd place. You ready for some of these bags? Let's go, Cash. Team Hookup Bait, 77 inches even. Cash, man. Watch out for this guy in the playoffs. I think he's been doing pretty good this year, but if he makes it to the playoffs, man, I hope I don't have to face you, Cash. He's a ringer up there, man. I think he's on the water about 6 days a week.
He is all the time.
Largemouth at Lake Barrett. I've been watching your videos, Cash. I know what you're doing. I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, he's a slayer, man. Up and comer, man. What do you mean up and comer? He's already here. 77 inches. 2nd place last year in Spotty Bowl.
Slayer.
Big time. All right, here we go. Masters Division, round 6, Huntington Harbor. Your Masters Division, 1st place. Let's go, Tyler. Congratulations, 77.25. Tyler, I think, has been on top 5 maybe a few times this year, but man, coming out to Huntington, figuring it out, 77.5. So a 15, almost a 16-inch average right there, dude. Congratulations, dude. What a bag. Tyler, you in chat? Sammy says, my boy Tyler. Turn this chat on so you guys can see all this. Way to go, Tyler. Yeah, I know Tyler, man. Watch out. Let's go and see where he's landing in the playoffs. But some of these guys, dude, these summer guys, I think they're coming in here that, like, maybe they were slipping a little in the winter, but man, summer gets interesting. Are you ready for the standings here?
Yeah.
Mike Brown, man, still holding out Angler of the Year position in 1st place. He's got a 4-inch lead, not quite a 4-inch, like a 3.5-inch lead on Brett. Brett coming up strong with that 80-inch bag of 2 weeks ago, boosted him way up. Brett also fishing a 73. Brian likes to fish slipping, man. That 69 made me slip down. I'm almost out of reach for these guys now. I'm, 7 inches, 6.5 inches away from Mike? I don't know. Maybe this will be my week of the 82-inch and a 82.25. Maybe I could be like a Ludwig, dude.
84.25. Yeah.
Brett, Mike, I'm not letting off the gas pedal, dude. It's it, man. Bonsai mode on the next round. I don't know which bay yet, but man, I'm going to try my best. I want that bye week to give myself a rest, because I don't know if you looked at the schedule, but I think the schedules are the same weekends for San Diego as in LA. So to fish like 3 playoff divisions, if I make them in all, I need that. Come on, Mike. Come on, Brett. Lay down for me, would you?
Right.
Chet, right in there too. It's gonna be tough for you to get up there, but you never know. Chet, Tyler, Cash, and Eric. Sammy on the bubble right there. Sammy, yeah, on the bubble. Tom on the bubble. Chad, possibility. I don't know. Chad, you got 20 inches. Chad's the type of guy that'll throw an 80-inch bag out, though. You never know. Larry, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Jared, you could cheer on your son there. But look at that. So we got, what's exciting to me about this is we got a lot of new names up there right there. I don't know if Eric's made it. I don't think Tyler's made it. Chet made it last year, didn't he?
I believe he did.
Yeah, so I mean, a few new names up there. That's cool. So we're gonna get some new people in playoffs. Exciting times here. I think by the judge adding those extra bays have created this. All right, I'm rambling on too much. Let's move on here. Exit this. And let's get on to the important stuff.
Spotty Bowl Biggin.
There you go.
Hey, my name's Chris, snagging grass, catching bass. Here we go. It's going to be awesome. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.
Man, have you been watching Chris's videos lately?
I haven't. I forgot to watch a few of those. Yeah, he's another good guy.
Oh yeah, man. I message him all the time. We're talking all the time. But yeah, he's got that float tube stuff dialed in, man. I enjoy watching that channel. When I get home, like I said last week, man, when I get home, I just sit down, after working construction all day, I want to just chill. So YouTube, here I come, man. 3 hours later, I'm still on the couch.
You're snoozing, huh?
Interesting fact. Not only do I watch a lot of fishing videos, what's your YouTube obsession? We all have one. If it's like Vice Grip Garage, or there's a guy named Vegas Matt has like this gambling channel. I don't even gamble, no interest in it, but occasionally I'll get sucked into watching gambling for an hour just because the guy's like betting, like every time he pushes a slot machine, it's like $100 per button. It's just so mesmerizing to watch.
Wow.
But what is your YouTube like relaxing, just put on the background and watch?
I'm usually.
Wait a minute. There's only one right answer.
Yeah, snagging grass and catching.
No, seriously, what is it?
I'm usually researching things on how to fix things or kayak fishing videos. Not any certain one, but just kind of all over the place.
It's funny you mentioned that. I had a Kia Sportage that I used for like a little off-road vehicle, and the timing belt broke. And I was able to go on YouTube, watch a few videos, and I've never replaced a timing belt, but was able to replace a timing belt by just watching it for 5 minutes, pausing it, and going doing that step. And I also had a pool pump, a pond pump go out once. And I figured out how to repair that too from YouTube. So man, it's just as good as a college education in my view. Right? If you want to learn something, it's free. If you want to learn any lake in like the entire country, there's some kind of guy like me or some kind of somebody that is like specializes in that type of fishing for that lake that you can YouTube before you go there and get all the advice you want. It's just so odd.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's great.
Didn't have that when I was growing up. Didn't have that at all. You imagine what the fishing curve for these youth are, like Cash and these guys, both Cashes that have like grown up with nothing but watching YouTube on how to throw crankbaits or how to tie knots or whatever. Man, the learning curve has just got to be 1,000% more.
Plus they're natural.
Crazy. Okay, here we go. Let's get on with some Spotty Bowl Biggins here. If you caught excuse me, guys. If you caught a fish 15 inches or bigger, you'll automatically put into Biggins. Let's see what Huntington Harbor has. Steven, you did fish nighttime. So that probably was him in his van right there. So Steve with the 15-incher. Man, look at that nice clean bump board. We got red and blue lines, or red, and that's nice right there. So pulling a 15. I think, see that ring right there? Am I wrong, Steve? Or I think he may be some kind of mountain bike or road bike world champion, he told me. And I think that is the ring for his world championship. Am I wrong on that, Steve? I'm pretty sure he was.
Wow.
I know. Some impressive people in Spotty Bowl. People like Brian here. We got Mr. Gomez, 15 inches even. Nice. Daytime, 0 secrets. Come on, man.
Yeah, nothing there.
Zoom out a little more so we can see that, at least your graph, to see what's going on. Nothing. Barefoot fisherman, though, like Sammy.
Yeah.
Tom Troop, pretty sure if I had to make a bet that Tom probably caught that on a hookup bait. What's your guess? Spinning reels, Tom's way. Tom throws A-rigs with a spinning reel, A-rig with a spinning reel. Do you ever cast the A-rig?
I played around with A-rig, yeah.
That thing's a beast, dude. I throw that thing all the time, and by the end of the day, man, whew, you've had your workout, dude. Spinning around. And
what goes with the A-rig?
Sammy Prim, 115. Here we go. Somebody's going to break it down. First of all, barefoot. Looks like he's got a bunch of slow pitch jigs in there. Is that a spinner bait in that box right there? I can't tell. Not many secrets. He's learning to hide it all. He's got some of those Bubba braid cutters, though. Those are pretty nice.
Oh, yeah.
Carl Black throwing out a 15-incher. Got the proper stickers on there. That's nice. No hints. Corey T, 15 inches even. Yak Attack box. Fishing in the sandals. Looks like the only thing bad about that black bump board, guys, if you're going out to buy a new one, is look how hard it is for the judge to see that tail, man. That's a tough go.
Yeah.
You know, he accepts it, but if you guys are going out and shopping for spotty specifically, that blackboard's a tough go for the judge. It's got a graph there. Can't see it. Cash Troop, pretty sure he caught that on hookup bait too. Man, that bump board there looked like it's got some high mileage on it. Nice picture, though. It's got a good technique there. No clues. Spinning reel. Look at this. Angel. 15-inch, but what's going on? You see what I see? A good look in this kayak.
There's a double.
Double. So you ever fish the double rig? If it's hookup baits or cool baits or whatever?
All the time.
I love me a double rig, especially San Diego Bay when I'm fishing deep water, because it's like I'm gonna say at least 20% of the time you're going for doubles out in San Diego Bay, especially Mission Bay in the grass. Dock fishing, like places like Huntington, it's tough for me to throw that double just because it's just so wound up and everything, you know.
Right.
What's your double rig setup?
Well, I have a few of them. I use the double hookup baits.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes a smaller one and a bigger one. And
Makes sense.
then I use the cool baits underspin with a heavier one on the bottom and a lighter one on the top. And that's with usually that it's called the Mare swim bait from
got it.
Crush City, I believe, is the one.
Is that one that's really thin? Like a thin profile that matches up with the head really nice?
It does match up with the head nice. That's why I use that one.
Yeah.
Then with my little tail spinners or the booty spin, I'll double rig those.
If you guys don't know what the double rig is, we usually put a 3-way swivel, or you can do just 2 swivels, one that slides and then one that's hitting a bead, and then you do like a 30-inch line and a 24-inch line, one on the bottom, one on the top. If you're casting or retrieving, usually like 2 different weights. You get that heavy one down low and that other one's like a foot up. And in San Diego Bay, where I use that, I'll use the cool baits 2 ounce and a 1 ounce, because that water up there's like 50 feet deep, 40 feet deep. And I use like a 9-foot rod on that, and I can cast that thing. I'm telling you, you can't even see it when it lands so far. Let that thing hit the bottom and work that drift on the bottom with those heavy double rigs. Man, give it a shot, guys. So it looks like a double rig fish right here. Andrew, no clues, but that's a nice picture right there. Nice bump board, clean 15. Man, is that a 15 or a 15.25? Real close to 15.25. Jared, of course, hookup baits in the picture right there. See that radio right there? I think him and Cash are. What channel are you guys on, by the way? You want to announce that in here?
You zoom in on that?
I can later, but I can't do anything like that here. My guess is they're on channel 7. I don't know. Jared, what channel are you guys on? We want to listen in to you and Cash. Phil, fishing from shore. Man, that's a light colored spotty right there. 15 inches even.
It is.
15.25, sorry.
It's a nice one.
Nice one. Zach with the 15.5. Fancy bump board with a mirror.
It's a Yak Attack.
Keith coming in with a 15.75. You know, I know when I know Keith's out on the water, when I fish the same day as him, all of a sudden I'll smell like a cigar. I'm like, oh, Keith's out here. I don't see him, but I smell it. Do you notice that too? Like, especially in Newport, because we kind of fish the same zones.
Yeah.
Keith has always got that stogie go, man. I can smell that thing, and I know he's around. You know what? That's literally like putting out the smoke trail where the big fish are in Newport. Next time I go out there, I'm gonna smell for Keith. Smell him out.
Follow the smoke trail.
Brett Wilson, 16.25. Here we go. Now we're getting some big fish. That's shore to shore too. That's a fatty right there. But that's definitely a 2-pound clubber right there. 16.25.
That's a good fish, Ben.
Brett Wilson, the brother, 16.25.
Go.
Nice fish right there. That is like, to me, Brett takes excellent pictures, man. If the one thing, these champion guys do is they learn how to take a really nice picture, like clear, fish is held properly. He's got his net underneath it if that thing bails on him.
Like the safety net.
Looks like he's casting a 300 size. Is that
that
a Bates reel? No, the Bates doesn't make a 300. Maybe that's the salty hundo. What is that? What are you fishing, Brett? Oh, he's got an Apple Watch on. Oh, we can't see the time. Dang it. Daniel Wood, nice. Got up. Oh, see, that's that tailspin we were talking about earlier. 15.25. Fishing looks like from a boat.
Yeah, little boat.
John fishing at night. 16.25, 15. Pulling out the glove. You know, do you ever get your fish to just lay there and relax like that? For me, never. It's always like fingers holding it on the thing.
Yep. We fight, we scrap, and then we come to an agreement. And then I tell them I'm going to let them go. Just let me take a picture. Everything's cool. And then they finally relax and then take their picture and let them go.
You're the fish whisperer like Dino then.
Try to.
Mike Brown, let's see. You got all kinds of fishing in sandals, 15, double 15s. That rag is essential. You carry a rag?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you guys that don't carry a rag, right? Before you take that picture, before you touch your phone, clean your hand. And I don't know. I always have to have a rag too.
Clean the bump board.
I've gone one step away from that. I lay out a whole towel on my deck now because I'm in a boat.
Yeah.
And I lay the fish down on that, and then I just clean my hands with a towel. I've gone from rag to beach towel.
Wow.
There's my hideous hand, by the way. 15. Those are my first two fish, and that was all she wrote for me. All 12s, and I think I got 113 in there.
I got a 9 1/4.
Ooh. Hey, you know what? I think I went 3 hours with nothing. So I had nibbles, but not catching anything. And anytime you even get a 9 after 3 hours of nothing, I'm appreciative to that. Just to know that there's still something in the water.
That's how my night went.
Here we go. Davey Brown. Let's go. 16.25, 16.15.5. Pulling. The rest must have been 14s because he had a 76-inch bag. No hints, but I'm pretty sure he's fishing Fish Lab stuff.
Most likely.
Probably on the Akuma X Series reel, which I do love that reel, guys. If you have questions about that, talk to Davey. Is like that in the Bates reel, man. Once you've gone to these nice reels, man, you just can't go back, dude. That's a kind of a problem, but man, they are so nice.
Yeah, I'll have to get into that realm. I fish mostly Corrados right now. Corrados and Banfords.
That X Series reel for slow pitching, man, that thing is all aluminum body. It's got a carbon fiber handle, super light. It's got a really nice reel, or really nice drag, a really nice smooth retrieve. It's a nice setup. Yeah, Eric B, 15.25, fishing from the Teak boat. Let's go. Looks like a morning time fisherman. Chad B, I'm sorry, Cash Brett with the 16.25, 15.5, 15.5, 15.5. Got his hookup baits, Kamagatsu in there. Looking like he's fishing some grassy areas. What's that green thing right there with that syringe? Is that what he does a scent with or something?
Yep, that's his scent.
Catching on hookup baits. 4 biggins. Nice job. Here we go. Tyler S, 15.75, 15.5, 15.15, 16.25. So 260. Nice bag right there, dude.
Yeah.
Quality fish. Nighttime fisherman. Here we go. Ludwig. We're wondering how you got the 82.25. Here we go. 2 17s, 2 16s, and almost another 15.75. We see a submission fishing code jig in there and no other secrets. Fishing with gold on, man. That might be the secret. Are all those lucky rings? Maybe he's like, I'm going to put on all my lucky rings and this is my day. What's your lucky item? You got a lucky hat, lucky shoes, got all the above or nothing?
Oh, yeah. I got the whole outfit, you know.
Is your night the night before, like rounding up everything and trying to find your lucky shirt and then where the heck's my lucky hat and where's my sock? Is that your night like me?
Yeah. Yeah. and my wife, she'll help me when she sees me starting to panic if I can't.
There's some reason, man. If I'm the exact same way, dude. I'm so superstitious. I've had a little 6-pack cooler, with soft coolers that I have been fishing with every single round of Spotty Bowl, and the thing looks so hideous. But if I can't find that or don't have that thing, dude, I might as well just turn around and go home and get it because I am like in a mess. And also with my hats, and they've rotated through the years. I have different shoes and different hats and different socks and all that. But I'm a mess the night before, and I'm so disorganized. I don't know where any of it's at. I never put anything away in the same spot.
But I got to find it before I go to bed.
Oh yeah, 11 p.m. the night before, I'm searching for it. Ludwig, that's an incredible bag right there, guys. Congratulations. That's the biggest bag ever caught in Spotty Bowl history. Let's give him a dong. Dang. I hope one day I can catch a bag like that. Jeez. Double 17s. That's the key, man, is getting those big kickers. That is incredible.
Yeah.
Look at this bag. Holy smokes. Anthony with a, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Anthony, man. Jeez, he found some kind of honey hole. Looks like all the same kind of daylight section, too. I wonder if he just found the ultimate honey hole. Did anybody see Anthony fishing? If you did, please type it in chat. What's up? Coach Wharf is in the house. What's going on, Coach?
Wow, that's an awesome day.
Dude, that is an incredible day. So if you get, I forgot what Anthony's bag was, but I think it was 80.25, right? I think it was, maybe. I don't remember. But that is a crazy bag, Anthony. You must have just found, I bet you also, besides those, I bet he has a bunch of 14s too. So, man, if you have a day on the water like that, man, just enjoy it because those days do not come all the time, man. All right.
He puts in the time on that harbor. He fishes there a lot.
Well, it pays off. Pays off. I like your bump board too. That's a pretty cool color.
Man, that's
I can't remember. I've been doing this a while. I can't remember anybody catching 8 biggins in Spotty Bowl biggins too. I think that might be the record. I know there's been some 6s, definitely some 5s, and maybe some 7s, but I can't remember 8. So Anthony Huntington pulling out some either like not very good bags or just 80-inch bag. Crazy.
Wow.
All right, big fish of the tournament. Let's go, Ludwig. Yeah! Ludwig with the 17-incher. Man, that would have got you a reel a couple months ago. But, man, way to go, Ludwig. Biggest bag in Spotty Bowl history. That is incredible. What a week, Brian. Yeah. Guys, if you have any questions, we got our #1 seed from the Weekend Warriors in here right now. Trying to get that Angler of the Year. Cheering for you. You got, is it Larry right behind you, though? Larry's.
Angel.
I'm sorry. Salgado's breathing down your neck, dude. So what's your plan? You said you're thinking about fishing Newport, right?
Yeah, I'm going to pre-fish. That's been part of the key success is pre-fishing. So I'll try to figure some things out maybe this weekend.
Yeah, it's a blessing. A lot of us have a 3-day weekend too coming up. Looks like semi-decent weather, at least down here in San Diego. Probably same up there. So 3-day week. Watch out, guys. If you're out on the water too, watch out. This is a rookie weekend, man, where people dust off their boats. The pleasure boats get not so much in your guys' bays because they're all 5-mile-an-hour bays, but
they get in their Duffies and start drinking.
Yeah, the Duffy crew. I don't mind the Duffy crew. The sailboat crew is the ones that I got to really keep an eye. Or the rowers, those guys too. But
yeah, they own the harbor.
We got San Diego Bay where if you risk going out there, man, I'm talking wide open. There's 0 speed limits, man. And those guys get out there in those 50-foot yachts. I swear they turn that trim so that thing's at like a 45-degree angle so they can get that like 8-foot wake, and they've got all the people in the back and they're just like, oh, here comes a kayaker. Let's do it. It's like a sport. All right. So pre-fish Newport, guys, figure out what baits you're going to be fishing. Go pre-fish those things this weekend. It's going to be fun. The final round, we're having the final round in both San Diego and in LA the same weekend. So it's going to be an interesting results show next week because it's going to be a double goer. We're going to get LA and San Diego Bay results. So whoever my guest is next week, be prepared for a long one. So Brian, congratulations on an excellent year. Sitting in that #1 position, right where you want to be. And any advice for any of these guys, and and if they want to talk to you, I know you have an Instagram. You want to give out your Instagram or any way they can get a hold of you?
Yeah, it's just Rozen Fish on the Instagram. Can hit me up on there if you'd like. That's cool.
Cool, man. And Brian's always up on the water. I'm sure you're very approachable. If you guys want to come up and talk to him, say, hey, what's up, Brian? I'm a spotty bowler too. What's going on? So if you guys ever see any spotty bowlers, I know the tournament time, like I don't spend a lot of time going around and talking to people because we're just head to the grindstone, right? Trying to win this thing. But afterwards, I'm happy to talk to all you guys during the tournament. I'm sure Brian's the same way, or if I'm during my pre-fish, I'd love to talk to you guys and give a wave out on the water. But Brian, any last words for these guys?
Just don't give up. Just if you're having a crummy day or a crummy session, just keep on fishing, because more than likely there's going to be a bite window that's going to come around, and you'll be in it, and then your whole attitude will change. So just don't give up. Keep
Excellent.
fishing.
That's excellent advice, Brian. I do appreciate you. Thank you, guys. Let's wrap this thing up. Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Good night, everybody.